welcome back to my channel, and today I have a summer declutter for you. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel, or if you haven't, we'll let you know. I have been doing in-depth declutters of each section. If you haven't seen those and would like to, I will leave the playlist link down below. But this is just sort of a overall declutter. I have gone through and looked at some things and just things that I didn't necessarily go in through in depth, and just stuff that I noticed that I haven't been using that I want to move out of my collection to make room for new goodies. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe and tap that notification bell to be notified of more videos, and let's just get into what I am decluttering. Obviously, this is not going to be the kind of declutter where I show you everything and get rid of stuff that way. I have a bin here of stuff that I'm going to go through and just explain to you why I'm getting rid of these things. Now, the first one is this Smashbox, oh my goodness, On the Rocks palette. In my eyeshadow palette declutter, I did get rid of the small one and decided to keep this one. But since that declutter, and it's been, I think, 2 or 3 months, I haven't reached for this. And if it's something that I'm not reaching for, I don't want to just hold it on into my collection. The shadows are really nice, and I enjoyed using this, but I have so many eyeshadow palettes that I really can't justify keeping this in my collection. It doesn't stand out. I haven't reached for it, so I'm going to pass this on and find it a better home. My Marc Jacobs palettes. So I decided to keep all of my 7 ones. I did get rid of all the 3 shadow ones. And I was like, oh, I'm going to keep them. I love them. And then he discontinued all of his palettes. So all the ones I have are discontinued. And I was like, let me go through and be really brutal. Which ones do I use and which ones do I really love? So I ended up keeping 3, and I actually got rid of 3, 2 of which are on their way to my friend Ashley for a swap we did. This one is the Starlit. I also got rid of the Dreamer and the Tease, I think. I mean, the shades are beautiful. I just have them in other palettes, so I would rather have this have another home. And like the Smashbox one, I just haven't been reaching for it ever since I did the declutter, and I don't want to be holding on to things just to hold on to them. I was going through my false eyelashes, and I found 2 pairs of the Salon Perfect Press-On Self-Adhesive Lashes. If you saw my products I regret buying video, you would have seen me talk total crap about these because they're absolutely terrible. I will leave that video linked down below. I don't need these. I don't like them, and they're going to someone else. Hopefully they can figure out how to use them or just suffer like I did. I did go through my concealers, which I don't have a huge amount of, but I have these Maybelline New York Fit Me, I think. Yeah, Fit Me concealers. This one is in the shade Fair. It is just way too old. This was kind of my holy grail concealer back in the day before I found illuminating concealers. And then I have 2, one in the shade Fair and one in the shade Light. The Fair one I just don't use anymore, and the light one is too dark for me, and it is still sealed, so I'm going to pass that on to someone else. Then a stick. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Fix Stick in the shade Fair. I love how it's just all fair, like every light toned is fair. Oh my goodness. But this one I was going to be using for like highlighting if I wanted to do cream contouring, and this, it's just really stiff, doesn't blend out well. It has a horrible smell, so this is gonna go. And in the same vein, this is a concealer, but obviously in the shade Deep, and I got this for cream contouring, same as the first. That one has a horrible smell, doesn't blend out well, very thick and stiff and splotchy, so those are gonna go. A few powders. I have this Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Rich Mahogany, and obviously I got this for contouring, and I really liked it when I first used it, and then it just kind of got a little difficult to use. It goes on a bit patchy and splotchy and is difficult to blend out, and I have contour kits with contour shades in them that I like, so this one is gonna go. Then I have some actual powders. This is the Smashbox Photo Set Pressed Powder in Fair. We can start a drinking game, take a shot every time I say fair. But this one, I just wasn't exceptionally impressed with it. It's okay, not my favorite, so I just don't reach for it. So it's gonna go. Same with this Tarte Powderful Amazonian Clay Pressed Mineral Powder in Fair. The problem with this one is it is actually like a shade and a half too dark for me, even though it is the lightest shade, so I can't even use it. Can't say anything to the formula, it's just too dark for me, so that one's going as well. Some more lip products. These are so bad. Oh my goodness. These are the Rimmel Show Off. They have the lip lacquer. These ones are the lip lacquer, and they also have the lip velvet. I wanted to like these because they came in a wide variety of really cool colors. They're inexpensive, and I was like, oh, you know, liquid lipstick from the drugstore for not too much money. I was like, this will be great. It's not great. I started off trying multiple of the lacquer ones, and they weren't really pigmented. Well, they were, but then when you'd go to like apply a second coat or move it around, it would just kind of move the stuff off your lips. And then I wore these while filming, and after about 15 minutes of filming, it would give the worst butthole lips that ever existed. It was just nasty and flaky and all worn. And then the matte ones were even worse. I don't even know what color I wore. I wore like a nudie. And after like 10 minutes, it was like literally flaking off. I was filming and I was like, and there were just flakes everywhere, and I could feel them, and it was crumbly, and it was nasty, and these are just a no-go. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are going. To NYX items from my first lip product declutter that I wanted to keep, I'm getting rid of. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Blackberry Pie. I just haven't reached for this. Glosses don't work really well with wearing wigs. It gets stuck, it gets nasty, so this one is going. And also the one in 06, this is their Glam lip gloss. I just, once again, haven't reached for it. I have other lip glosses from like Wet n Wild that I actually have reached for, so these are just collecting dust. They're gonna go. I have this eyeliner from Too Faced. This is the Perfect Eyes Waterproof eyeliner. This is the least waterproof eyeliner that I have ever tried. I mean, first off, it's this stupid have to sharpen thing, and then it comes with this like little, I don't know, smudger thing on the other side. It's just terrible. I tried this on my waterline, blinked once, and it was gone. Tried it above, it just faded and piffed off into nothingness. This was just, it's like a freaking $20 eyeliner, and it just waterproof, not really, not even water resistant, so don't need that. Now an eyeshadow slash an eyeliner that is waterproof is this Makeup Forever Aqua Matic Waterproof Glide On Eyeshadow. This thing will stay on through all kinds of weather. You can jump in the pool with this on and it'll stay. But I just don't reach for it. I mean, it's too thick to really be a decent eyeliner, and I'm not going to be wearing that all over my lids. If I am, I'm just going to use an eyeshadow, a powder one. So there really isn't any point for me keeping this one. I did get rid of, I think, the blue one as well that I had, so I don't need the green one either. Now another product that I'm going to be getting rid of is this Urban Decay Super Saturated Ultra Intense Waterproof Cream Eyeliner. Now, I can't tell you if it's waterproof. I can't tell you if it's good because I bought it and it was in my drawer for about a month as I was using up another eyeliner. I opened it and it's the Saharan Desert in there. It was completely dried up. I didn't have my receipt. I mean, I can probably pop this out of here. It's completely dried up. I didn't even use it. I bought it and I put it in my makeup drawers, finished up my other eyeliner, and this one was dead. So didn't even get to try it, and it's gonna go. Two more lipsticks that I'm going to be getting rid of are actually Marc Jacobs lipsticks. Once again, a lot of these products are things that I kept and I just haven't reached for. And if I'm not reaching for it and thinking about it, I mean, there's no point in me keeping it. And these are his Love Mark lipsticks in 130, Little Pretty. They're really pretty. They're a nice purple, but they're not very pigmented. And his formula isn't really the end-all be-all formula of lipstick, the way I feel about Kat Von D's lipstick. And this one is 226 Scandal. Once again, pretty, but not very pigmented. Don't reach for it. It's gonna go. Then I have this Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask right here. Now, the reason I bought this is because I went into Sephora with my good friend Cameron, and he wanted a green lipstick. And this was probably about a year before a lot of companies started creating green lipsticks. This was before Kat Von D had her Plan 9, before the NYX Macaroon lippies. And so we were like, okay, we need to take a green eyeshadow and get a mixing medium and create a green lipstick. And so I asked the lady, hey, what can I, use to mix together a green eyeshadow to put on someone's lips? And she suggested this. It didn't work very well. I don't think she knew what I was talking about, but as a lip treatment, it's not very good either. It's very thick and doesn't feel comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel nourishing, and I don't notice any kind of difference when I use this, so it's gonna go. One of the items that I received in a makeup swap that I did is this Cover FX highlighter palette, and I talked about this in a haul follow-up because once again, it is partly my fault because it is too deep for my skin tone, but even if it wasn't too deep for my skin tone, I would not be impressed by the formula of these highlighters from a brand like Cover FX that does the custom enhancer drops. You kind of expect something that's going to blow you away, and this is just very minimal, not easy to work with, and does nothing for my skin. So that palette is gonna go. Okay, just a few more items. I have these Stila convertible color dual lip and cheek cream. This was in my blush declutter, and I was like, oh, I'll hold on to them and I'll use them. And I mean, the colors are really pretty. This is Gerbera, I don't even know. And this is Camellia, and they look really nice on the cheek and lips. I like having kind of that, same nail polish, same blush, same eyeshadow, same, lipstick. I like doing the monochromatic, but the problem that I have with these is unless I set them with a powder blush, they don't ever really dry down and they stay very tacky. And although the look is very nice, I don't like how it feels on my face, and when I set it with some kind of blush, then it kind of takes away from the color that this has overall. So they're just a little difficult to work with, so they are going to go. A little quad from Smashbox. This is simply something that I don't really use. I don't think they make this anymore. I did get a lot of use out of it when I first got it, but once again, it's something that I don't use. I haven't reached for it, so it's gonna go as well. Hopefully find a new home. And then last but not least, I have this NARS Dual Intensity Blush in Jubilation, which honestly is more of a highlighter. I did have another dual intensity blush that I actually sent to my friend Ashley, once again in that swap. This one just doesn't really do anything for me. The formula is, I don't know, difficult for me to work with. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I just don't get the same joy out of using these as I do my normal NARS blushes, so this one's gonna go. All right, there we have my summer declutter. Let me know if you guys like this and if you want me to continue doing like smaller declutters before I do like deep cleanse declutters. And just, yeah, let me know if you have these products and you like them. And thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And as always, keep it real. Mwah.